Hi guys, welcome back to Sari. Today I come with another tutorial about Tkinter apps. Here I have made a simple POS system for restaurant. It has three categories here: veg, non-veg and fast food. Okay, and you have the options for all the categories to choose the food. And suppose it is roti, and I will select the quantity of roti is 5. Okay, now select the category fast food, and in this I want to buy veg chow mein 1 plate. Okay, now it will show the price when I will click on place order. Okay, then it is showing out that total payable amount is 100 plus VAT charges is 12% is here applied, and now it will be 112. Okay, and it is asking for, do you want to print receipt? Here it is the option yes or no. Alright, I have not implemented the print receipt in this simple restaurant POS system because it is just a simple, so I have not implemented the print receipt. But if you want to create the print receipt and you have any difficulties, then you can ask me. Okay, so I will click on no, and now here it is the message for show all transaction, and when I will click on show all transaction, then it will show all the transactions. Okay, it is ugly, but don't worry, you can make it very attractive with your own. When you will take a suppose it is a top label, and you can make some labels, some designs, and then you will show the categories here. But I'm just showing how can you do that, and I have taken here only the show info message box. Okay, so that's it. Let me create in front of you, and you will understand how can we make this type of simple restaurant POS system. So I will create a new project here in my Pytube, and I will name it to POS system. Okay, and now hit enter. And I will take here one empty file for Python, and I will also name it to POS system. Okay, now hit enter, and now we are in. Now let me first import the dependencies, and my first dependency is MySQL because I am using MySQL for using the database. And now from Tkinter I will import everything, and also from Tkinter dot message box I will import two things here: ask as no, and also show info. Okay, and now I will also use some separators here, so I will have to import TTK. So I will use from Tkinter, I will import TTK here, and I will also use here time module for showing the current time of transaction. And now come down here and let's make a class here, and I will name it to database. Okay, so I'm naming it to database. Okay, and under this class I will make one initialization method, so I will call init method here. Okay, and under this I will pass self, and under this let me first try to connect to my MySQL database. Okay, so I will use here try block, and I will call self dot connection, the variable for the connection, and I will call here MySQL. Okay, and connect method will be called here, and I'll pass here host and user and also our database. Okay, so I'll use here host. Host will be our local host. Okay, if you are hosting this website on any website, then you can pass here the IP address of that. And now user will be root here. Okay, and also I'll have to pass our database, so I'll pass here database store because I have already made store database, so I'm passing here store database. Okay, as you can see, let me show you in my PHP my admin, and here you will see that it is store database, and under this cells named table is created, and under this let me show you the structure of it. It has only 3 columns: serial number, amount and date. Okay, amount will be the amount sold on that date, and date will be the that date. Okay, so now let me come again here, and now I will come to accept block, and under this I will just show the message here that you are not connected to server, and in our case it is localhost, so I will show the message that it is localhost, which is you not connected. So open your MySQL database first and then try. Okay, and if accept block is not run, that means if try block is happened, then it will go to else block. Okay, and here I will just print the message that you are connected successfully. Okay, and now if connected successfully, then I will create the cursor of that connection. So I will call self.cur. Okay, and here I will pass self.connection, and self.connection.cursor will be called here. Okay, and now let me come down here, and now under the else block I want to create our whole code for our app. Okay, you can make it in another methods, but I want to show you in the else block. Okay, and now let me come here, and I will name our window as app, and now let me do the title here, and under the title I am passing restaurant POS system. Okay, system, spelling is mistake here, system. Okay, so it is the title here, and now I will configure the background. Okay, so I will call busy here, and the background I am passing golden rod 1. Okay, you can pass any of the colors here. And now let me get the screen width and height, because I want to make it very attractive and responsive. So I'll have to get the screen width and screen height. Suppose you are running it on Mac or small laptop or higher desktop, then it will resize itself. Okay, so I will get the width and height with calling app.winfo underscore screen width. Okay, screen width, and now I will get the height from app.winfo underscore screen height. Okay, so I have here W and H, and now I will set the state of app as zoomed, that means the full screen. Okay, so I will call app dot state here, and I will pass here zoomed. Okay, so we are in, and now we'll have to make the label for our app name. So I will come down here and I will name a variable here app name. Okay, and as you can see that all the things I'm doing is without self. Okay, because I want to do all the things in our init. If you want to make it larger program, then you will make another method and you will have to use here self, because I'm just showing you how can you do that. So I'm not using the self here. Okay, so you can use here self if you are running in another method. Suppose these whole the codes will be in another method and you naming as the app method, okay, and anything method, then you can pass all the things in that method, and then you will have to use here self.app or self.app.title, or here app.bz, self.app.bz. So I'm coming down here and I'll make a label here, and label will be on app. Okay, and I'm passing the text here that what will be the name of our app, and I'll make some design here and I will name it restaurant POS system. Okay, so here it is the name of our app. And now let me add some designs here, and some designs, maybe I'm passing here font, and under the font first is the font style, and next I'm passing the size. Let me do it as 30, and next I want to use bold also, and also I want to underline, so I'll pass bold and underline here. Okay, so all the things that happened here, and now we'll have to pack this. So I will call app name dot pack, and under this I want to fill into the x-axis, so I will pass fill equal to x. Okay, so it will be filled totally in x-axis. And now let me make some more codes, and first of all I will make a frame here, and it will be a frame as frame1, and it will be on app. Okay, and now let me pack this frame1, so I'll call frame1 dot pack, and it will be also filled with x-axis. Okay, so we have now here frame1. Okay, and now let me make some columns for orders or quantities. Okay, I will show that what are the orders and what can be the quantities. So I will make, so I'm just showing you as the comment that I'm working on columns. Okay, and now suppose L1 is first column and it will be a label, and label I want to do on frame, and I will pass the text here, and text will be suppose orders. Okay, that means what will be the food. Okay, and now I am passing the font, and font size only I'm passing your font size is 25, and let me pack directly because I don't want to use this on any place. So I'm directly packing, and I'm packing to side equal to left. Okay, and I'm doing some padding on x-axis, and this is 25. Okay, and now let me make another thing. Suppose I'm passing here L2. Okay, and it is also a label here. Okay, and it is also on frame1, and let me pass the text, and text will be suppose quantity. Okay, so here it is the quantity, and now let me pass the font for it also 25, and now let me pack it. And I'll pack inside equal to bottom because firstly I have used left, so I'll use bottom here so that it will be on right place. Okay, and now I'll use some separators here. Okay, so I'll call here separator, and now I'll use a separator line here because I want this frame on another frame, so I'll just use a separator. So I'll call ttk dot separator. Okay, and under this separator it will be on app, so I'll pass app here, and now I will have to pack this also, and I want to pack this on some paddings of y, and also I will fill with x-axis. Okay, so that's it. And now time to make the things for our orders and quantities. Okay, so suppose I am passing here order quantities. Okay, suppose you have many order quantities, so you can pass. So I will make a variable here and I will name it quantity. Okay, and quantity will be a list like 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and at the last I'm passing here 10. Okay, that means you can maximum order for any food as 10. Okay, you can use 10 as a maximum order. If you want more orders, then you can pass it in this list. Okay, I want only maximum of 10 orders for any of the food. Okay, and now let me work on group 1. Okay, I have here 3 group: veg, non-veg and fast food. So I'll have to work on group 1 first, and I'll name it as G1. Okay, and it will be a label, and label will be on app, and let me pass the text, and text I want as veg. Okay, it will be the veg, and now let me pass the font, and font is also here 25, and let me pass the foreground, and foreground I want as white, so I'll pass here white. And now I will pass the background, and I want the background as green. Okay, so here it is the green. And now let me pack it directly because I don't want this again, so I'll pass here fill, and fill will be both sides. Okay, and now let me make a frame again here. Okay, and I will name it as group 1. Okay, and it will be a frame on which I will pass all the quantities for veg. Okay, so I'm passing here frame, and frame will be app, on app, and I'm doing its size as 50. Okay, now let me come here and pack this. So I'll call group1 dot pack, and under this I will pass the side, and side I want on top, and also fill I want on X. Okay, done. And now let me work on group 1 items. So I'll use here group 1 items. Okay, and suppose I have here 3 things. Let me first use here label of first item of first group, so I'm naming it as L11. Okay, and it will be label of first item of first group. Okay, so I'm naming it as a label, and it will be on group 1. Okay, and its text, suppose I want to do it as first is roti. Okay, and I will show the price of it. Okay, so I'll pass it RS 10 per piece. okay, or 10 per page. So it will be the text. And now let me pass here the font, and it will be also 25, and I will pack it directly because the labels we don't use further, so I can directly pack. So I'll pass here side, and side will be top, okay. And also I'll use the anchor, and anchor I want in west side. Okay, that's it. Let me close down here, and I'll use item one of one group, okay, and it will be ttk dot combo box, okay, because we have used here label for item one of one group. Then I will use here a combo box for item one of first group. So I'll name it as I11, and it will be a combo box, and combo box will be on group 1, okay, and will pass the values as quantity, okay, because I have made here quantity firstly as the list, and now we'll pass the width of this as 10, okay. So I'll have to place it on appropriate place, so I'll use I11 dot place, and I want to place it in center of the app, okay. So I will pass here x side, and x side will be half of width, okay, that means it will be on center of width. And I want y-axis as 1, that means on the group 1 frame it will be on y of 1. And now set the values for I11, so I will use I11 dot set, and I will pass here 0, okay. So we have made first item here, so I'll have to work on second item, okay. Suppose it is first item, so let me do it as item first, okay. And now let me copy. I don't have to write all the things here because all the things will be same, and I will just name the second item as I2 of 1, that means item 2 of group 1, and all the things will be same, okay. And here the text, suppose I want as paratha, okay, I want paratha, okay. And the price, let me do it as 15, okay. And all the things are same. Suppose let me change, because above the characters are 25 pixel long, so let me just do it smaller than those, okay. And now all the things will be same here. Let me check. It will be side equal to top and anchor equal to width, and let me make some paddings here because it will be on some space, so I'll use here padding y, okay. And let me come in combo box, and here values will be the same, width will be the same, and here it is y is equal to, so suppose I want the gap of 25, passing here 25, okay, and value will be same, okay. So let me come again here and paste again for item 3, okay. It will be the item 3, and suppose my third item will be dosa, okay, and its price is also 10 per piece, okay, suppose. And let me change it to 15, and now all the things will be same here, and just change the y size, okay. And y size I want on 80, okay. And all the things again is same. Now let me change here the variables, I3 of 1, I3 of 1, and here I3 of 1, Okay, so here it is, the 3 items for first group, and suppose I want to work on second group. So I'll copy all the things here and up to group 1, and I'll copy and now work on group 2. Okay, so let me come on again here. Where is our group 2? Okay, here it will be the group 2, so I'll name it as group 2, and now I'll name it as G2, and also group 2, and here also group 2, and it will be also label 1 of group 2, and it will be group 2. All the things will be saved here. So I'm just changing. And now let me come here and let me make some things changes here as the texts, and I want the first thing on group 2 is butter chicken. Okay, and let me make some price here, and it will be suppose 200 per piece. Okay, all the things are same here for button chicken too. And now let me come down below and let me make for chicken tandoori. Okay, next food is chicken tandoori here, tandoori. Okay, chicken tandoori, and its price suppose 100 per. And now let me change here with another thing, suppose it is mutton biryani. Okay, and its price is suppose let me change here to 250. And now let me copy this whole group 2, and I will make another group, that is group 3. Okay, so let me come here and it will be group 3, so I will name group 3 here. Okay, and let me make some changes here. So I think I have changed all the places here. As you can see here, I have passed here G3 as the label, group 3 is the frame, and I label 1 of third group, item 1 of third group, item 1 of third group, item 1 of third group, and it is on group 2. Okay, let me change it to group 3. It will be on group 3. Okay, and here item 2 of 3 is also on group 3, item 2 of 3 group 3, item 2 3, item 2 3. Okay, item 3 3, item 3 3, item 3 3, item 3 3. Okay, all the things are happened here, and we have made all these 3 groups. Okay, I want only 3 groups here. Okay, now I want to make another method, and this method will calculate the price. Okay, it will calculate the price of all the combo boxes. Okay, if you have selected any of the combo box, then it will get that. Okay, and now it will calculate with the price of one item on that combo box. Suppose you have selected one chicken tandoori. Okay, you have selected the combo box for chicken tandoori is 1. Okay, then it will multiply 1 into 100, and then it will output the price of that chicken tandoori. If you have selected 2, then it will 2 into 100, then it will return 200. Okay, so I will make a method here, t underscore price. Okay, and this method is under init method. Okay, because I am not using self here. I am again saying I am not using self keyword here for all the variables here. So I'll have to make this method under init method. If you are working on another method for creating our GUI, then you will have to pass here self, and then you can do with self. If you will have any problem, then you can ask me, because I'm just showing you how can you do it, its logic. Then I'm just doing it without self because it will be not lengthy when I will not use self here. So I will just pass here. Now I will select with the categories. Okay, I want to show the prices with the categories. I will make three variables here: wages, none wages, none wages. Okay, and also I'll make another variable fast foods. Okay, fast foods. Okay, these will be three variables, and wages will be the prices of the wages you selected, non wages will be the prices of non wages you selected, and fast food for fast foods. Okay, so I'll have to get the end of the selection of all the things. Okay, suppose under group 1, let me come under group 1 here, and under the group 1, the first combo box is I11, second combo box is I21. Okay, sorry, it has changed. And now the third combo box is I31. Okay, so I'll have to get the selection from the combo box. Okay, so what I will do it, here I will pass the int of I11 dot get method I will use for getting the selection. Okay, and after getting that in int, I will multiply it with price of it, because you can see that the price of roti I have said here that 10 per piece. So I'm just doing here with the multiplication of 10 with getting the selection. Okay, if you are selecting 5 quantity of roti, then it will multiply the int of 5, that means 5 into 10, that means it will return 50. Okay, and I will concatenate all the values of wages. Okay, so I'll pass here int of I21 dot get. Okay, and I will multiply it with price of it, because it is paratha and paratha has rate 15 here. Okay, and I will use another int variable for item 3 of 1, and I will use get method here. Okay, and I will multiply it with the price of it. Okay, what is the price of it? Let me check what is the price of it. Item 3 of 1, it is 10 per piece. Okay, so I'll pass here 10, and I will do the same for non wages and fast food. Because I have not made the changes for fast food, so firstly I'll use here fast foods first. Okay, and now let me change the item here. Suppose I want the item is veg chow mein. Okay, and its price, suppose I want as 50 per plate. Okay, and next let me change to another, and suppose I want it to egg roll. Okay, and I want this to, suppose 60 per piece. Okay, you can make anything here. Okay, now let me suppose I want here another thing. What? Suppose soup. Okay, chicken soup. Soup. okay, chicken soup, and I want it to 80 per piece. Okay, so I will have to get here this and pass end of veg chow-mein. It's done here, and now I'll have to pass end of item 2 of 3 dot get, and I will multiply it with the price of it, that is 60, and now I'll use another item 3 of 3 dot get, and here I will pass the multiplication as 80. Okay, done. So the items are created. You can make another items in many groups. Okay, suppose under the group 1, let me come again under the group 1. Okay, and here I'm making another thing. Suppose let me copy this item 3 and I will name it to item 4, and suppose I want item 4 here, and I will change it to suppose samosa. Okay, samosa. Okay, and it is 10 per piece. Font is same, and the things are same here, and it will be also same. Okay, and I will just change the variable L41, I41, all the places it will be I41. Okay, and now suppose I also want it on group 2. Okay, so I'll come in group 2 and I'll add this. Okay, so you can add multiple things here, and suppose here I want another thing, and suppose here I want chicken biryani. Okay, and let us suppose I want its price as 150. Okay, then I can use this here. Okay, so I will have to use int for all the things here. For samosa I will use in veggies, so I will concatenate the int of item 4 of 1 dot get. Okay, and I will multiply with its price, that is 10 per piece. Okay, and now come to non-veggies, and I will add int item 4 of 2 dot get. Okay, and I will multiply it with the price of it, that is 150. I think I have not made I42 here. Let me check it, because we are in group 2, so I'll make it as L42, I42, 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 and now you will see that it has no errors. Okay, let it to be get. Okay, now it has no error. Okay, so now we have the prices for veggies, non-veggies, and fast foods. Okay, so now we can now do some operations here. Okay, so what will be the total price? What will be the total price? I'm naming it as total P, and total P will be the concatenation of veggies plus non-veggies plus fast foods. Okay, so we have here total price, and suppose you want to add some VAT charges here. Okay, so you will use VAT charges here, and suppose you want the percentage of 12 for total price, so you will use here total price. Okay, and you will multiply it with the percentage 12%, so you use 12 divided by 100. Okay, so it will be the VAT charges for total price. Okay, and now suppose I want to make another variable called self dot total price. Okay, and it will be the price, total price plus VAT included. Okay, so you have included total price and VAT in self.total price. And now I want to show the total price on the screen. So I will use ask as no. Okay, because we have imported ask as no from tkinter.messagebox, and now the message here will be the receipt, that it is the receipt here. Okay, and now I want to show that total payable amount. What is the total payable amount? Okay, total payment amount will be here. Okay, and I want to show that what is the VAT charges you are doing. Okay, what is the VAT charges? So I will pass here that it is 12%. Okay, and now I will pass the VAT here. Okay, and it is the index 1, and let me pass here index 0. It is not necessary, but you can be insure with the index. Okay, and now I'll price so the total price equal to this. Okay, so I will add this VAT charges and the total P and VAT charges, and then I will show here self.total price. Okay, so I'll use here format, and under the format I will pass here first thing is total price, second thing is VAT, and third thing is self.total price. Okay, so these things will be come down here. And now I want to show that do you want to print the receipt? So I'll do it in another line. Do you want to print receipt? Okay, it is just a message here. Okay, that's it, we have done. It is ask as no, and we can come down below like this. I have to call this, so I'll come down here and I will make a button here, and I will name it as submit, and submit will be a button, and it will be on app, and suppose I want the text as place order. Okay, so order will be placed here, and I will have to pass here the font size, and suppose I want the font as impact, and the size I want is 15. Okay, and now let me come again with background. I want to success, that is green, and now next I want the foreground, and I want the foreground as red. Okay, and next I want that what is the width of this, I want 30. Okay, and now I'll have to pass the command. What will be the command of this button? It will call the total price. Okay, it will call the total price. Okay, done. And now I'll have to pack this button, so I'll use submit dot pack, and I want to pack on top. Okay, so we have done, but I want to show the transactions on database, so I'll have to make another methods here, and these methods will be outside of init. Okay, outside of init. Okay, and now I will make another method here. I will make as insert method, and it will be self as the argument. And now I'll show that if self dot total price, okay, self dot total, why it's not coming, self dot total price, self dot total price will be greater than 0. That means if you are ordering anything and then pressing the place order button, then it will try a query here. So I'll pass here self dot query. Okay, and I want to insert it, so I'll use insert into our table cells. And what will be the columns? I want in amount columns and date columns. Okay, and now what will be the values? And the values will be I'll pass just after a moment. I'll pass as the argument. First I will get the current time. Okay, so I will use time dot strf time. Okay, I'm getting strf time of current time. Okay, and my format will be y m and d. Okay, done. And now what will be the data? Okay, so I'll do here the data as self dot total price, self dot total price. Okay, and the C time. That means amount will be self dot total price and date will be C time. Okay, so it will be passed as the data. So I'll use here self dot cursor dot execute, and under the execute I'll pass first is the query, self dot query. Okay, and next I will pass here the data. Okay, that's done. And now we'll have to commit the connection. So I will call self dot connection dot commit, because without committing the database will not be affected. Okay, so we have committed here. Okay, and now suppose you have some errors, so you will handle in except block. Okay, so I'll just show the exception. What is the exception? So I'm just showing exception as E. Okay, and now I will print a message here that what is the exception, and also I will add a line here and will show the message that error in inserting values. Okay, so that you will be ensured that where is the error. Okay, done. We have done here. And now come in else block. That means when exception is not handled, then we will just print that data is inserted. Okay, it is not necessary, but it will ensure you that you have done the things. Okay, and then you can check your database. Now let me make another method here. Okay, and this method will just show what are the things in your database. Okay, so I will name it as display all. Okay, and I'll pass a self argument here, and here the self dot query is again cam, and here it will be the simple select asterisk from cells. Okay, select asterisk from cells. Okay, select asterisk from cells. And now we'll have to execute the cursor. So we'll call self dot cursor dot execute, and what will be the query? Self dot query. Okay, done. And now I'll use a list here, transactions. Okay, and under the transactions I will import for data in our cursor. Okay, what is the data in cursor? So I want this to append, so I'll call our trans here. Okay, and I'll use append method, and I will append the data's ID, data's order, and data's time. Okay, because we have three values in our database: ID, amount, and date. Okay, so I'll use here data zeroth value. Okay, data zero value, that means the ID, and data first value, that means the amount, and data second value, that means the last value, and it will be the date. Okay, and I will add also here a blank line. Okay, so now it will be appended here, and now I will just show the message with show info method, and I will pass the window name as transactions. Okay, and it will be trans, which will be the message. Okay, now done, and now we'll have to commit the connection again. So we'll call self dot connection dot commit. Okay, so we have done here. Okay, now we'll have to call our database, but firstly we'll have to use these methods. Okay, so I'll just come above these things, and when T price will be called, then I want to call our insert method, so it will insert directly. Okay, so I'll use here self dot insert. Okay, so it is now inserted, and now who will display the transactions? I will have to make another button, and it will call our self dot display. Okay, so I'll just come below submit button. Okay, and I will make another button here with name show, and it will be a button, and the button will be on app. Okay, directly on app, and the text I want is show all transactions. Okay, so it will show all the transactions here. And now the background I want is black, and now foreground I want is white. Okay, that's it. Use some font size, and it will be font size as 10, and I will pass the command here, and the command I want is self dot display all. Okay, self dot display all, and let me pack this. So I'll use show dot pack. Okay, and I will pack it in bottom right corner. Okay, so I'll pass firstly the argument here side equal to bottom. Okay, it came in bottom, and now I'll use the anchor, and I want in southeast, that means right bottom corner. So I'll use southeast, and give some space on y-axis, and I'll pass the 10. So we have done the things, and now we'll have to call our database class. Okay, so I will come down below. I will make a variable here. It is not necessary, but I'll just make, and I will call our database. Sorry, spelling is with capital database. Okay, so we have called our database. Now let me run this, and we'll see that what are the errors, and if it is not error, then what is it showing. Okay, it is showing out that positional argument follows keyword argument. Okay, let me check. Submit button, it is error in submit button, so let me come on submit button and I will check. Okay, it has not a space. I have forgotten for using the space here. Sorry, it is not a space, it is equal to, and it is showing out connected successfully. Okay, and where is our app? Okay, I have not used here main loop. Okay, so I'll have you to use our main loop. So I'll come down below and I'll use here app dot main loop. Because of this it is not showing. Okay, so I have now app dot main loop, and now let me check. Okay, it is showing out and it is awesome. And as you can see that it is not showing the combo boxes correctly for all the items. I think this chicken biryani is in veg frame, so I'll have to make some changes. So come in chicken biryani, where is chicken biryani, and it is on group 1, item 4 of 2, it is on group 1. I have not made some changes here, sorry for that. Okay, the spaces for dosa is not showing because white space for dosa is 80 and also for samosa is 80, so I'll use here 52. Okay, and now let me check in our mutton biryani, and it is 80, and also chicken biryani is 80, so I'll make here also 52, and I will come again in our fast food. Here y is 125 and it is 80, it is larger, so I will use here 52. Okay, now let me check again with running. Okay, now all the things are on right places. Okay, so now let me check that it is working. Roti is 5 selected and button biryani is now 2 selected, and now let me close with place order, and it is showing out the price 50 plus 12% VAT, that is 6, and now price is 56. Okay, and now let me check the show all transactions. Okay, because I have not passed the show all transactions button, so let me check what is the problem here. Append text exactly one argument for is given. Okay, so I will make some changes in append. Where is the append? Here, and I will do these things in a list. Okay, do it in the list, and now let me run again. Okay, it's came, and now show all the transactions. Then you can see that all the transactions are being shown here. Okay, so guys, it is happening fine, and I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial. If you have enjoyed, then please share to your social media accounts so that your friends will be also get benefited, and I'll provide the whole source code in GitHub account and also on my blog, so don't worry about the source code. Thanks for watching.